Hi, my name is Courtney Shirey, and I will be talking to you a little bit more about Chapter 28. So this chapter started off by Messler discussing diagrams used by engineers, and more specifically, diagrams used to aid in the understanding of problems or processes involving many variables or operational steps. So the three discussed with this were flow diagrams or flow charts, cause and effect diagrams or decision diagrams, and decision trees. So today we're going to be focusing on flow diagrams and flow charts. So what is a flow diagram or a flow chart? It is a 2D graphical display, and it represents a process or algorithm. So basically it shows steps with boxes of shapes, symbols, or icons, and then the order in which you follow these is shown by connecting arrows. So why are flow charts useful? Well, they assist in step-by-step solutions to a problem. Additionally, they help troubleshoot a multi-step process that may not have gone as planned. They're also a convenient way to display a complex process that has many steps, which will ultimately help an engineer to really visualize what is going on. So here are some common symbols that you may see when looking at flow charts. And each box will show an individual operation or activity to complete. So, for example, a diamond will represent a decision that you need to make. A rectangle is a process that needs to be carried out. The oval is the beginning or the end of a program. So these are ones that you could commonly see. Additionally, there are 4 general types of flowcharts used in the management of processes and not just in problem solving or troubleshooting. And these are also useful for engineers, and it's important for them to be familiar with these as well. So they include the document flowchart, the data flowchart, the system flowchart, and the program flowchart. And most of these are as they sound. So for example, a document flowchart shows controls of a document flowing through a process. So they're basically what they sound, what you would think they would be. So now we're going to look at an example of a problem-solving type of flowchart. So in this example, our beginning is that the lamp doesn't work. So then the first step is the lamp plugged in? Well, no, if it's not, plug in the lamp, and then continue on if it's still not working. So if it is plugged in, you go down to yes. The next one is the bulb burned out. If the bulb is burned out, then you would say yes, replace the bulb, and then try again. If the bulb is not burned out, you already know this, you would go down to no, and then ultimately you would need to repair the lamp. And then this is another example more of a management of a process, and this is the tire manufacturing process. So it just kind of goes through the different steps and kind of gives you an understanding of how the materials are created and work through and flow through the process. So in summary, a flow diagram or flow chart is a graphical display for products or algorithms that involve multiple steps. And many flowcharts use boxes and icons and are arranged to show the flow of the materials, activities, or actions with arrows. And overall, they are great for problem solving and troubleshooting. So when considering my own classroom, my first thought was the Makey. This is a type of circuit that my students are kind of playing around with. I just had them starting them actually 2 or 3 weeks ago, so they're definitely very new for them, just trying to experiment with them and understand. So this would be something that I could give them that would save me a lot of time and constantly answering the same questions. So my example here is the Makey isn't working. So their first step is the Makey properly plugged in. Well, if it's not, plug in the Makey. If it is, are you touching your earth wire? So they have to be touching that earth wire. No, if they're not, connect and hold onto your earth wire. If you are, then is the material you are using conductive? If it is not, pick a conductive material and try again. If it is, you may now ask for help. So that would just be a really great way for them to try and work on those problem solving and troubleshooting skills themselves before immediately coming to me and trying to get me to help them solve that problem. I also thought this would be great for the circuit unit. The Makey Makey is basically a circuit, but this could also help with conductors and insulators if you're trying to work on creating circuits with batteries, for example. So this would be great for there. Also, I was thinking plants. So we grow plants in 3rd grade. So an example you could use if your plant is not growing or if your plant leaves are turning yellow and drooping, add more water. So just trying to get them to troubleshoot some things that they could try if their plant isn't growing. And that's all. Thank you.